Alright. We should be in the clear. We should be good. Nothing's exploding. Nothing's on fire. Should be fine. I'm not taking out anyone's eardrums. Yeah, we're in the clear. Okay. Regularly scheduled nonsense time. Yeah, Ghost! Well, there's your cat chat. Ghost is in here now. God damn it. Alright, we should be in the clear. Whew. Can I actually start stream now? Hi, Ghost. You are fine. You're just whiny. We good? Can I start stream? We good. Welcome everyone to day 5 of Week of Final Fantasy XIV. If this is your first time here on the channel, my name is Hats. I am a Dragon Girl VTuber with a bit of a foul mouth. And well, look, you know it's more MSQ. You and I both know it's gonna be more MSQ. It's always more MSQ. I gotta get through this. Why do I have a bunch of question marks? Thancred, what are you gonna give me? I knew you could do it, and not only because of your blessing. You have strength all your own and have seen us through many a trial. With the warden defeated, I believe our work here is done. It's time we were going together, needless to say. To the bitter end, the fate of our two worlds being at stake and all that. Now then, I suggest we hurry back to the Crystarium. Much more may have happened while we were frolicking with the Fae folk. Ranjit elected to pursue us makes me hopeful the city was spared Yulnor's attentions, but I would sooner see for myself. Besides, I believe I speak for all of us when I say I've had a belly full of Ilmeg. We all have. Let us away before the fairies think to play with us again. Yes, please, out of here. I've had enough. Oh, ad break. Mainly traveling at the moment then. I'm not going to even teleport, I'm just going to fly. For the sake of the folks who are, being kidnapped by the ads right now. We shall fill up the minute and 30 seconds with flight. Glorious flight. Now, I still haven't done all the yellows, mainly because, well, I only got so much time in the night, and I also had other shit to do. But I'm slowly knocking out all the yellows. Getting some good white mage experience out of it. Though these ones... Yeah, these ones I could get away with using Astro for. Whee! And that break's over with, and we're almost there. There we go. Nice little, lovely little fly. Oh, also let me get out of the FC chat. I am not hopping up there. That Vista can stay there. I'm not hopping up there. Oh, and I still need to do minion roulette. Sorry, Tiny Emmerich. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, baby chocobo. Hell yeah. Ah! Why are you here? Help! Help! Blue mage! Everything seems to be fine. Okay, good. Voice acted. Go ahead and put auto mode. Uh-oh. The bastard's here! The bastard's here. What do you mean you can't? Oh, shit. I thought I had turned on. Oh, sorry.
I am Amit Selk, Asian.
Well, good thing I turned it back on in time. See? The bastard!
Spoke of you, a native of the Source.
Equal in rank to La Habrea. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle? Oh, it is truly, deeply infuriating. Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining?
I'll fucking do it again.
Following the flood, the First had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight. Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink. And adding his lumpen weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining. Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthri's rule, all the conditions would have been met. But you had to come and ruin it all.
I'll fucking do it again!
Thanks to your meddling, light supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters.
Well, I
What
should
you gonna do
begin by
about it?
thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased. As for what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting you alone. Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthri and kill you all. But that's no different from what La Habrea did. And we all know how well that ended for him. And so, while it is liable to be troublesome,
Hey,
I've
hey,
settled
5
on a
foot
different
rule!
approach. Cooperation.
The fuck?
I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive. A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once. Might we not seek to find common ground?
Can I get that jacket if we do?
For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content. But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the Source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible. So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for. When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition. Think of it.
Okay,
Thou
what
hast
was that
delivered
card
thy
gonna do?
proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright. If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
Damn it, so I could have just pulled the coat off him.
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions. Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted.
I take my leave, friends. Rest assured, we shall meet again soon.
So what's gonna be surrounding me when I'm out of this cutscene? Oh, nobody. Good. Cooperation? He can't be serious, can he? Well, we've certainly been given much to ponder, but first things first, we should report to the Exarch. You could run along, Renry. We're probably capable of handling this little task. Like recent exceptions, I say you've earned a rest. Holy fuck, they're letting her rest! Come on, take yourself off to bed. We'll see you later, refreshed and ready for more. Let's see here. Chatty has... They've been logging in. Oh. Maybe if I just move slowly. Just lore walk. Lore walk, girl. Lore walk. just calmly lore walk. Ah! Don't acknowledge him too much. Get in the fucking inn! Ah, welcome back, miss. We've been expecting you. You'll find refreshments laid out in your quarters. We hope they're to your liking. Will you be retiring now? Yes. I have a feeling I'm being chased. Very good, miss. I bid you a pleasant evening. A sandwich basket! Basket of sandwiches. Food? Something to drink? Wait, who made the sandwiches? Who made the warrior bun a sandwich? I hope the past few days have not been overly taxing. Pray take your rest and recover.
From the Exarch, is it?
The Exarch made this.
With that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. You'll probably think you're talking to yourself.
Hi, Artbert. Please knock next time.
Still, he's keeping you well fed.
He made me food.
Judging by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort. But so much about him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around. A lot's happened since the flood, though. Since I was set adrift. I know little more than you do of this city's history in the Exarch's past. Not that it matters. It's Emmett Selk we should be concerned about. When our world was about to be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining. Desperate as we were, we heeded his words, not realizing that the flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them. But Emmett Selk had one thing right. One should not fight blindly. That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear.
Tell me about Seto.
What? What about Seto? What is there to say? All right. He's done some growing. When we were traveling together, he was nowhere near as big. And he obviously couldn't speak. I had no idea how much that medallion meant to him.
Aw, just like her and Bjorn.
What about you, anyway? You must have a friend like Seto. Chocobo, perhaps? Come on, you tell me something for a change.
Oh, you want to know the weird tale of Bjorn? Keep in mind, she is convinced Bjorn is just a normal chocobo. This is all normal chocobo behavior. And a lovely morning. Sandwich is gone. That's another blue quest. No! I have more quests on the backlog! No! But I also have sandwiches. Oh, and Chatty logged out. After he world hopped. Why is the bastard the banner for this MSQ? Good morning to you, miss. I do hope you are well rested. The Exarch and your companions are presently gathered in the Ocular. We ask that you convene with them at your earliest convenience. But y'all know that typically means right fucking now. Whee! Yes, please let me into the Ocular.
Ah, there you are. You're just in time to welcome our guest.
Oh no, who showed up uninvited? Oh, come on, the bastard is still here. He's still here! At least give me the coat! It looks comfy.
Please. Did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon? Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe. Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that. Most impressive.
It's the power of going into credit card debt for a gacha game.
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon? Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
So petty. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. Wage your war against the Sin Eaters, put each and every Light Warden to the sword, prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies. Allies worthy of bearing the burden of truth. Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs.
Depends, what's the catch?
And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity.
Look, Ascians don't exactly have the best
Well,
track record.
Let no man say I did not try, futile as it was. Though I suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes. Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the Eternal are privy. For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
What was that all about?
No. Your guess is as good as
A
mine
vain
at the
attempt to
moment.
make us doubt our chosen course, most like. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips. Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
A colonel, perhaps.
If he simply meant to lead us astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did. It goes without saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, it seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters.
Yes, please, let's. Also, nice.
I will
Also, those
begin
were some good
by
sandwiches.
thanking you all for your efforts thus far. In striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Ilmeg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
That may be, but the Wardens of Calusia, Amareng, and Raktika remain.
Indeed, and their precise whereabouts are as yet unknown. Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best to proceed.
I'll take Amareng in that case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia. I have connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
Oh, come on, we're splitting the party
Then I
again!
would ask that you journey to Raktika. There you will find Y'shtola. With her
Finally!
assistance, I doubt the Warden will evade your grasp for long.
Is Y'shtola the conjurer you and Urianger used to talk about?
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since she left for the forest.
I fear I may be to blame for that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak with me.
What happened?
You have visited her, have you not? Might I trouble you to...
'Twould be no trouble.
My thanks. While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
What's that?
A missive from Lord Vorthry. He invites me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Lida Luran.
And? Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
Incredibly
I should be
obviously
surprised
trapped.
if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged. Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am willing to take. Master Alphino, might I impose upon you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance?
Of course.
Then let us make ready. Safe travels to you all.
before you leave, I would make a request of you. There is a church, or rather the ruins of a church, at Fort Job. Might I ask that you go there before seeking out Y'shtola? It was a place where people once gathered to worship the light. Alas, it has long since fallen into disuse. Yet within that hole there remains a tablet whose writings I believe may prove of use to Y'shtola. At the very least, such a relic would make a suitable gift for your reunion. A most considerate proposal. Very well. Ere we depart to Raktika, we shall journey on to Fort Job, and that we might secure this relic. Fort Job, got it. Whee! You two behave yourselves, please! Be good, for the love of the gods, be good! Here amidst these ruins, we will find the Church of the First Light, and within that hallowed hall, the tablet we seek. Time is of the essence, my friend. Let us be quick. Alright, we are at a sanctuary, so I must check. Yes, finally we're getting stuff that is better than the fucking Skaven gear. It just can't be worn by buns. Buns don't get shit. The height of Lakeland's prosperity. Uh-oh. What is happening? What are you doing? Height of Lakeland's prosperity, these sites serve not as man's final bastion, but as testament to his ingenuity and architectural prowess. The Church of the First Light was responsible for many such marvels, building majestic chapels in every corner of the realm. Casting black hole? Why? Alas, the flood with its inexorable tides would drown nigh every one, and did all but put an end to the religion as a whole. For the creatures which then did rise from that fulgent deluge were seen as agents of divine punishment, set to devour sin and sinner both, whence came the name of Sin Eater. People were lost, seemingly forsaken by their god. Yet where there is light, there hath ever been shade, and 'twas in the dark they sought solace. Most devout of these worshippers' shadow that did then migrate to the Raktika Greatwood. But that is a tale for another time. For now, let us find what remaineth of the chapel here. Also, why are you following me? What do you want? There's more yellows! I cleared out all the yellows in this area before! Why are they more? There are! Down below. So that's a staircase, isn't it? Yep. Still looking good, Urianger? Hello? Aye, this is indeed the church we seek. It's surprisingly intact. What little is left of the church that I've seen till now have always borne the scars of decades of disuse. Its subterranean construction hath done much to protect the hull from the ravages of time, yet the reason for its remarkable preservation may be deduced from its decoration. As faith in the light did wane, so rose reverence for the dark. And its followers did want for places of worship, to be plain the standards to which do adorn these walls belong not to those who built them, but to worshippers of the dark, the knights blessed. Who subsequently migrated to Raktika, yes? Indeed, 'twas beneath the shaded boughs of Raktika Greatwood that they finally found sanctuary. Often, many times, did Yulmore make superious overtures of friendship unto them, but they are no fools. The Exarch knows full well that Y'shtola in her seclusion both doth labor to learn all she may at the Blessed in their pass. That's why he sent us here, I now see. The tablet of which he spoke no doubt provideth a glimpse into the history that she so yearneth to comprehend. Well then, we better hurry up and find it. Ah, we're making use of the spyglass thing again. There. Oh, look for a tablet. What kind of tablet? I can barely see my hand in front of my face. Only that torch were a little closer. Were the tablet a fragment of Holy Scripture, 'twould most assuredly rest here on this altar. Yet this would, I presume, also have been where the Blessed placed the font of seeing used in the practice of the faith. Where then would they have set the tablet? Found it! Had a feeling it was in there. Within the altar, thou sayest. See? This is why you let Redrick keep her glasses on at all times. She can spot this shit. No one tell Emmett Selk that all the Ascians ever needed to do to win was just simply take away the glasses. Not escapeth thine eye, 'twould seem. This is indeed the tablet we seek. Curious. These engravings predate the Knights Blessed. If I am not mistaken, they are written the script of the ancient empire of Ronka, whose capital once stood in the midst of what's now Raktika. 'Twill be no small matter to decipher them. A fine gift for a seeker of truth. 'Tis plain the Exarch understandeth Y'shtola only too well. But come, let us quit this place and make ready for our journey into the woods. Ere we depart, there is a custom with the Knights Blessed which I feel compelled to elucidate. As one might expect, they deem light to be abhorrent, and everything it touches befouled. Thus do they take the utmost pains to protect all they can from its taint, including their very names. To speak plain, it is the belief of the Blessed that one's own name must ne'er be uttered in the light of the everlasting day. Yet this commandment precludeth not the use of another's. Thus do parents protect their children, and in rare cases, masters their disciples. So it is that Y'shtola hath taken the name of Master Matoya. Lest we offend them, I bid you speak not her true name in the Blessed's presence. With that in mind, let us speak with the guard who keepeth vigil at the Great Wood's border. Alright, finally, I can go! Oh, and the new Halloween mount, too. Let me see. It looks even more ridiculous with the long skirt. It still clips. Please, Yoshi P, allow me to ride side saddle or something, or change how I'm sitting on these things. The little arms. Well met, traveler. What business brings you here? Yes, of course. Right this way.
No
I
matter
finally
how
get the
far he
Lahi
goes,
now.
Man cannot resist looking back on the path he has walked. The untold stories and secrets of the past can be more
I fucking
alluring
get the
than
Lahi.
promise of tomorrow. And so he braves the forests of Raktika in search of mystery and wonder. Of Ronka, to which all seekers of hidden truths are inevitably drawn.
I get the Lahi now.
We have arrived.
Now when will I
Vast
learn about
though
the big
these
fat
woods may
tacos?
be, they are, by and large, uninhabitable. Not so the swamps of Cydia, however, whose sparse foliage permitted man a foothold.
The bastard's back! He's following us!
No lands must remain beyond our grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule!
No.
Forgive me. A sudden pang of nostalgia for those halcyon days. Exploring virgin territories, subjugating primitive peoples, all for the glory of Garlemald.
Orianche, get the cards.
If you've brought your ivory standard, I'll be happy to tell you where to stick it.
Can we not simply take a moment to enjoy the view together? Or would you rather I spied on you from the shadows? Much more of this, and I may very well begin to regret my show of good faith.
If you really want to stay, then help us fight.
Ophelia.
No, I think not. I am an observer, nothing more. Even shielded by the shadows of these boughs, I feel the light's presence most keenly. To accompany you is taxing enough. To fight is out of the question.
I will suffer your company if I must, but not your commentary.
Thancred, unfortunately, you have a Twitch streamer playing this right now. You're gonna have to deal with commentary. From either him or me, pick one. Which one's better? Which one's the better of the two evils? Is he? He is. He's staring at. He's following me. Bjorn, shield me. Why choose this form here in the first? Well, what a curious question. Mortal flesh is but the vessel into which we Asians pour the elixir of our souls, molding it as fits the occasion. Or not, if we so choose. Be it for a year or a millennium, I prefer to retain the same form until my duty is done. So after arriving here in the first, I fashioned some hapless body into the man you see before you. As your friend over there can attest, there are those of us who forego such alterations. He was ever the rash one, La Habrea, jumping from vessel to vessel, never heeding the toll it took on him. He's staring at me, Orianche, help. It's plain our Astian counterpart means to follow wheresoever we lead. Or otherwise, he will not suffer the overabundance of light in these woods. Verily, it pervadeth every corner, and so long as the Light Warden remaineth, the Sin Eaters shall be free to prey upon these lands without surcease. If naught is done, 'tis but a matter of time before the Blessed succumb. 2 years past, a swarm of Sin Eaters did lay waste unto their largest settlement, killing a great many of their priests in so doing. Though some few did survive, they knew not how to go on. They were souls in want of a guiding hand. Of mercy, Y'shtola hath provided that which they sorely needed. They have since endeavored to restore their home. And to this shall we bend our steps, to Fort Gone. I hear the lahis! I finally get it! I finally understand what everyone was fucking talking about! Is there an Aether current close by? Should be. Probably won't be too far from the... That one probably won't be too far from the road. Or it might be in here. Oh, this ain't good. There's the way he's fucking standing! Guess what, Renry? You got better posture than an Ascian. He just looks so tired. Old man didn't want to get out of bed today. Someone go tell Grandpa to lay down.
Activity, nor hath any meaningful progress been made with the reconstruction. Mayhap Y'shtola sought shelter elsewhere. Come, let us quit this place.
Oh?
Now, surround them!
Huh? No, hi! Hello! How are you? Who are you?
These senators, they're not like the others.
There's a reason for that. Lower your weapons, please. We mean you no harm.
How is it they can speak?
It's a Sin Eater trick. They mean to kill us all.
Not a Sin Eater. Renry, that second one. Absolutely fucking not, girl. The temptation is there. It is there. Please, we're not Sin Eaters.
Perhaps they speak the truth.
No, I will not pick the Kupo. Never the Kupo.
Oh, for the love of...
I
had hoped that by accompanying you, we might come to understand one another. But all I have come to understand is that you have a knack for inflaming the natives.
Screw the Moogles.
You've committed the cardinal sin of boring me. And so, I retire to the shade. Good luck.
Fuck you too.
There! Did you see that one disappear?
Ah, great. He's made it worse.
I think I preferred La Habrea.
Enough. Runar, report.
Master Matoya!
Oh! Girl, I have missed you.
We apprehended them as you ordered, but are you certain these are Sin Eaters?
The intense light of the ether I saw was unmistakable. If not Sin Eaters, then what?
Well, it's
Passing queer that Y'shtola should mistake us for the enemy, is it not? Mayhap it hath been too long since last she beheld the radiance of thine ether. Master Matoya, hath time truly made strangers of us?
Nay, I recognize you, Urianger, Thancred. And this is Minfilia of the First, of whom you spoke before.
Just so. And knowing as thou must that we come in peace, might I prevail upon thee to have thy comrades lower their arms?
First explain this other presence in your company, the one I know not. There is but one manner of creature in this world whose ether is suffused with such an abundance of light.
Mine apologies, Master Matoya, but thou art mistaken. Before thee standeth our dearest comrade, the truest hero among us. Though she is but recently arrived here in the First, not one but 2 Light Wardens have already perished by her most puissant hand.
So that's how you pronounce that.
It cannot be.
Yes, now can you tell them to lower the weapons? You truly thought me a sin ether.
Master Matoya?
Lower your weapons. Forgive us this hostile welcome. Come. I would give you a proper introduction to Raktika and its people.
The Lahi's fucking back! Hey, Master Matoya, there's a Sin Eater over there! Oh god, he's approaching. Fucking Lahi! I get it now! You have been busy since arriving in the First, I gather. I don't hear the tale of your travails in more suitable surroundings. Wait, oh, does it make it to where I can't even see other people do the effects? Oh. With Fort Golem yet to be rebuilt, the Knights Blessed have made their home in a settlement in the northeast. I'll await you at its entrance. Follow the path through yonder gate and you will find me soon enough. So the settings to make it more easy to see and fight while everyone else is, you know, setting out the flashbangs. I can't see when other people do this stuff. That is some bullshit. Square Enix, why'd you tie it to that? Yeah, he's doing the same stuff I was doing, and I can see the dance, but I can't see the effects. Yoshi P! Yes, I see you have flight. Hold on, we're gonna fix that. Where the fuck? There it is. Alright, back on the road. Fates and stuff later. True, but even in like trials and dungeons, it can get it can get lower. It can get a little overwhelming, especially in the later level stuff. Because everyone seems to have, for some reason, given every class a set of fireworks. There you are. I was beginning to worry. Much like the 12s would, this force has a way of dealing with those who stray too far from the beaten path. But I digress. Let me show you the home of the Knights Blessed. The most blinding ability. Oh, gods. Oh, no. Yeah, God forbid someone uses a red mage to live break 3. Some of these abilities feel like there's one constantly going off. You stole it in a moment. I need to say the right. And I see you there, Fifi. I see you. Where's Asumi and where's a hubby? I have 2 out of 4 stalkers.
Slitherbow is the largest of the blessed settlements. They worship no gods, instead revering darkness itself. It is a curious kind of faith, but one which has granted them the strength to persevere in the wake of the flood. I hope you weren't expecting a grand feast by way of welcome. They are a simple people.
No, actually, I prefer not a grand feast. Renry would as well.
Now, I would hear of your travels away from prying ears. Come.
In what way?
I see. And now you seek the Light Warden of Raktika. In the days after I arrived in the First, I too relied upon the Crystal Exarch for guidance. But his penchant for secrecy and the telling of half-truths soon lost him my trust. And thus did I strike out on my own. My work eventually led me here to the forest, which I have come to know like the back of my hand. I cannot say with certainty where your quarry is hiding, but I am confident I can narrow the search.
Well, go on then.
Some few thousand years ago, this forest stood at the heart of the Empire of Ronka. A great many relics of that civilization can still be found to the east in Ixmaya. Or rather, could be found, were the area not fiercely guarded. Ixmaya, you see, is home to a tribe of warriors whose lineage is said to date back to the time of the Empire. Any attempt to enter their territory is met with lethal force. They offer no warnings, and suffer no trespasser to escape. Needless to say, my every attempt to survey the area has been thwarted.
Mayhap the Warden hideth there, full knowing none may approach it for fear of these protectors.
Well, I guess I'm walking in.
As for the tablet, I find the timing of its discovery suspiciously convenient. If I did not know better, I would think someone was trying to curry favor with me.
Perhaps he should have tried a basket of sandwiches.
Regardless, it will take time to decipher these writings. Yet I would not be at all surprised if they somehow held the key to entering Ixmaya unmolested. The Exarch has a nose for serendipity.
If there is aught I can do to assist thee in unraveling their secrets, thou needst only ask.
Thank you, Urianger. I may well take you up on that offer. While we set to work, might I suggest you take a tour of the city? Should you be in any doubt as to the importance of your role as the Warrior of Darkness, the people here will surely cure you of it.
I must say, Ishtola, while most of us have struggled to come to terms with our altered circumstances, you seem to have adapted rather well.
Lest you forget, Master Matoya and I dedicated our lives to uncovering the truth which hides at the heart of our world. Though separate, the fate of this reflection is nevertheless bound to that of our home. That I would be daunted by such an invaluable opportunity is absurd. But what of you, Thancred? Could it be that you are still struggling to come to terms with the nature of your young companion?
Get him. Fucking get him. Get his ass.
My struggles are none of your concern. Quite why you would speak thus and in this company, I do not know. Perhaps you left more of yourself back in the source than I assumed. If you'll excuse me.
He understands that I'm not the same. That I'm not her.
Understands, perhaps, but does not accept. The question being whether he ever will. And whether you will, more importantly. As difficult as your circumstances may be, they are yours, not his. 'Tis you and you alone who bears ultimate responsibility for your life.
Someone get this child a blanket and a cup of hot chocolate. Please?
But you need not make any hard choices now. Why not go and get some fresh air, clear your head?
Woo, pants! Oh boy. What the hell have those two been doing? Anyways, healer gear. Well, they ain't half bad pants. Oh, damn it, ad break. Alright. I'm gonna open up a thing of chip. I'm gonna get more Pringles then. Give me some chips. Even though legally they are technically not potato chips, they are still fucking chips. What the hell are you doing? What in the star-spangled fuck is Fifi doing? Beam? There was no beam! There was... I don't know what the fuck you were doing to Y'shtola. Quite frankly, I'm scared to ask. No, I'm not turning it back on. Barrel stance will scream my lungs out. Yeah, under Y'shtola's skirt! Alright. Ad break over. Let me just get this last chip in my mouth. Goddamn chatty. I am not indifferent to Thancred's troubles. Nevertheless, I will not apologize for holding him to higher standards after all these years. He has ever been a man of considerable resolve, and that is what I will continue to expect. Though it heartens me to know that some of us remain ourselves in spite of our present circumstances. I can but imagine how Alice and Alphino have changed since arriving here in the first. I mean, you'll be proud of Alphino, and you'll be proud of them. They've grown. Change is part of life. We can but hope it's changed for the better. You're right. And after my untoward remarks to Thancred, no doubt he thinks I changed for the worst. Oh, what? Why? 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 I'll have to speak with him later. Ahem. Returning to the matter at hand, I really must begin to work on deciphering the tablet. In the meantime, perhaps you should take a look about Silverbow. If there's anything you need, pray speak with Runar at the plaza. I will turn the setting on temporarily. So not controls. Where would it be? Not hotbar. See why? Where would it be? "70-second cooldown." Where was it? Was it system configuration? Not that. Not that either. No. I'm trying to remember where the setting is! There it is! Alright, it's turned back on. What the fuck have you been doing? Okay, I turned it on. Oh. What the fuck? Hey Bjorn, we're going outside now. We've seen enough. Welcome, friend, welcome. My apologies for our less than hospitable greeting earlier. Tell me, what is your name? From where do you hail? From the Crystarium, I see. And this tablet you brought to help us find Light Warden here in Raktika? Well, you're welcome to stay with us for as long as you need. Come, let me show you around. Have you been... Wait, what is she telling people to call her? Please tell me it's nobody. Would it be alright if I joined you? Of course, anything for the guests of our dear Master Matoya. Thank you, she means a great deal to Knights Blessed, doesn't she? If not for her, we may well have all, perished in the Great Fire. With our priests slain and our home in ruins, we were at the mercy of the Sin Eaters. It was she who drove them back, and with her sage guidance, we were able to rebuild. For long, she became an essential figure in our community, a great oak within whose shadows many have come to find solace. That's not to say there were not those hesitant to grant an outsider such authority, myself included. Perhaps it is a smile in her eyes when she speaks of the sunless sea. I feel whole again, now that she is with us, and I have no doubt the others feel the same. She is as much part of the Night's Blessed as any of us, and we are grateful for all she does in service to the dark. But you did not hear this from me, yes? Now, you should know there are certain customs that we ask guests to adhere to so long as they reside within Slitherbow. To show reverence to the dark? In a word, yes, but fear not, it is not too involved. Let us begin with something simple. Follow me. Why are they here? What the fuck? Where are your pants? He remembered to put on pants. Hello? What in here do we need to do? Should you see any of our people come to this chamber, they have likely returned from a journey beyond the borders of Roktika. We use the water stored here to cleanse ourselves of the light's impurity. A simple and perhaps peculiar custom, but it is one of our most important. Would you two kneel for just a moment, that I might rid you of the light's impurity? My pants are at your mom's place. No! Not my mother! You bastard! Skin begins to tingle? Oh, that can't be good. And with that, you have been cleansed of the light's blighted touch. How do you feel? I'm not sure, to be honest. Not refreshed exactly, but I do feel different. Has this water been treated in some way? Only blessed by our priests. They are practicing the arcane arts. As such, it is said that their prayers imbue the water with a faint dark energy. A prickling sensation? No one has ever spoken of such a reaction before. I wouldn't say it was an unpleasant sensation, but I too felt something strange. The dark aspect of this water should have no discernible effect, unless... By the gods, Master Toyo is right. You are Sin Eaters! What? I jest. What you felt was likely no more than the chill of the water. Perhaps now would be a good time for you to acquaint yourselves with the people of Slitherbow. For that, I must teach you a customary greeting. Eileen Tuta, and in the language of Bronca, is one of several ways one might say good evening. The world is not as safe as it once was, and this greeting lets us quickly discern friend from foe. Is there a handshake or gesture we should know too? I would hate to offend anyone. You need not worry. Merely speak the words Alin Tuta, and they will know you as friends of the blessed. I will await your return here. Now go. They're likely to be heartened by your knowledge of our ways. Oh no, I gotta say things and say chat. Oh no. did you get in here? Why are you approaching? I don't want to suffer. Why has it gotta be say chat? Why can't it be like party chat? Is it that case sensitive? It is. Oh, not in here. Wrong door. Ah, the random wedding invites only happens in Final Fantasy XIV, just because people want minions and stuff. Let's just see. Welcome, friend. I take it you'll remain in these woods for some time, yes? Beware of these woods. You will find poison in near everything you see. But fear not, our medicinal tea will keep you healthy. Ask and it is yours. A newly come traveler. I lent to see, and welcome to Slitherbow. You must forgive us if we seem strangely reserved. We are a quiet and taciturn people. Silent and serene as the sunless sea. The quiet makes it easy to discern the presence of eaters and other dangers here in the woods. And back to party chat. The general public may no longer know what I am saying. How's it going, Minthelia? Everyone was so kind and gracious. I was nervous at first, but already I'm starting to feel at home. There's still much I had to learn about the Knights Blessed, but their faith and strength of will is nothing short of inspiring. I can see how they've built such a thriving community. Oh, you're returned. Very good. No doubt they were glad of your company. It has been too long since we have had visitors. Remember, if you have any questions or if there's anything you need, do not hesitate to ask. Speaking of which, we must arrange food and lodgings for you to stay. As for Master Matoya, we cannot ask for payment, but if you would be willing to lend a hand, it would be my pleasure. We are fortunate indeed to play host to such generous souls. The task I have in mind is simple enough. All I ask is that you take a jug and water the crops in the square. May I help too? Of course. Of course. One of you can do the filling, the other the watering. Speak with Ersabel when you have finished. She'll be relieved to hear the crops have been tended to. While you take care of that, I will see to your room and a warm meal. Right then, I'll fill, you water. Sounds like a plan, kiddo. Oh no, there's yellows and a blue. Oh no. This is the only jug I could find which is small enough to lift, but I'm afraid there's a crack in the bottom. I need to hurry to the garden before all the water leaks out. Move, girl, move! half the plot. Alright. Alright, fill her up. Was there enough water for the plot? Nope, just half of it. Only half? I see. Well, let me refill the jug for you. Now this being able to work with plants, this. Girl, you may actually get to once again get to study plants, Renry. You might. Or at least have this be like the closest thing you could get to it. Excuse me, all the crops have been watered. Well met, travelers. I observed you earlier speaking with the others. Have you needed something? You watered the crops! Ah, my apologies for not noticing sooner. I have been rather distracted of late. Watering the crops is always Todia's duty, but she is no longer with us. Yes, has taken to sharing the duty, though never with guests. You are most kind. Is there anything else we can do to help? We could plant something if you like. There's no need. The plot is small, it is true, but it provides us with enough to survive. We ask for no more. I don't know how you manage. Had the Blessed not considered leaving? Life would surely be easier almost anywhere else. I can understand why you might say that, but the easiest path is not always the right one. Tell me, do you know our history? How our faith came to be? Yes, I believe so. The Knights Blessed was initially formed by those who lost their homes in the wake of the flood. What began as an occasional gathering of survivors eventually grew into a community which ultimately decided to strike out on its own in the Rocktika Greatwood. I see you've read your history. But there's a history that is told and one that is lived. Like so many in those times, the first of the Knights Blessed lost everything. Their homes, their loved ones, all they held dear. To make matters worse, none could say what became of the souls of those lost to the flood when their bodies were reborn as sin-eaters. The people were without answers, without hope, their gods having drowned along with everything else. It seemed that nothing was beyond the reach of the light. But soon they realized that where there is light, there must be darkness. And in that truth, they found new faith, a belief that the souls of the departed could yet find peace beyond these burning skies and the sunless sea above. That is why we pray, for the safe passage of wayward souls under that blessed black abyss, for the return of the night, that we might someday look upon the kingdom of heaven with our own eyes. We remain in these woods for the self-same reason our founders first chose them, that we may lead lives of simplicity, where the shade of these trees is a constant reminder of our faith. With so many seeking paradise in Yulmore, it's refreshing to find people who value a humbler existence. You are kind to say so. Many consider our way of life foolish, and so it must seem to those who yet cling to their worldly possessions. In times such as these, when everything can be taken away in an instant, it's all too easy to lose sight of why we fight to go on living. It is not to hold fast to material things, but to hold those who went before us in our hearts, to keep alive the legacy they have left us. This we must do for them, our children and generations yet unborn. To keep their legacy alive. Kiddo, please do not take the wrong answer from this. Do not take the wrong lesson from this. shit! Ain't nobody doing nothing. Uh-oh. Ain't nobody doing nothing. Detonated the crops already. Very good. It should not be long before your room is ready. Runa! In the woods. Sin Eaters. I fear they may have the touch. Where? In the grove to the southwest. For mercy, they've yet to wander any closer to Sotherbow. Then we have no need to engage. Inform the god that no one set foot outside the village until they have moved on. But sir, what of Todia's Heartstone? It must be retrieved before the service. Of all the times for Sin Eaters to appear... Are you just going to leave them alone? Under normal circumstances, we would not hesitate in striking the beast down, but if they indeed have the touch, I will not risk them corrupting one of our own. What was that you said about a stone? A few days past, Tadia, a child of the Knights Blessed, was slain by the Sin Eaters. We succeeded in retrieving her body, but in our haste, we failed to notice her necklace was gone. Strung to it was a pendant of jade, her Heartstone. All the Knights Blessed are given such a stone at birth. It's the most valued possession one can own. It's custom to present the Heartstone of the deceased at their funeral as an offering to the heavens, but now... What if I could find it for you? I have experience fighting Sin Eaters, and the Light's corruption does not touch me like it does others. Master Toya called you Minfilia, did she not? Are you truly the Minfilia, descended from the Oracle? Even so, I dare not ask that you risk your life for the Blessed. I understand how you feel, but I can't stand by right knowing that your people are in need of, and I can help. Please, let me do this. Very well, but if the danger proves too great, you must retreat. I could never forgive myself if we were forced to hold a second service. I nearly forgot about Thancred. What if he returns before I do? Thancred doesn't need to know. What? What do you mean? Do you mean to say you'll come with me? Mm-hmm. You put the blame on Renry. Thank you. Let's hurry then before he returns. Go swiftly, and may the shadows keep you both. See? You could put the blame on Renry. You could say it was my idea. You could say it was her idea entirely. Or that you just followed to see what she was up to. Totally said that in the wrong chat. Oh gods, run! Lahi! You've anchored the firm! Run! I don't see her approaching! Alright. Where are they? What'd you spot, kiddo? There! The Sin Eaters! Great, one of the big ones. Two of the big ones! I was hoping there would only be one. There's no way we could search for someone without dealing with them first. Perhaps we should split them up. Good idea. I'll draw one away while you handle the other. And I will intervene in the moment shit goes wrong. Lahi! All it takes is a death flare and an Akmorn and everything is fine. At least for me. Where's the kid? Ah! Oh, that was Bahamut. Kiddo! Okay, please tell me that is a dead Sin Eater I'm looking at. Oh shit, you good? You alright? Renry, there you are. It's done, though I fear I was a bit careless. I'll do better next time, I promise. It's alright. I'm fine. You needn't worry about me. More importantly, you have to find that Heartstone. You said it was made of jade, right? I'll search over there in the brush. Sure you don't need healing? You better not get back up. Need that kid to stay still. Need to make sure she's still got all her insides. There's a Heartstone there. No trace of the kid. Oh, wait, there's the kid. But nothing happened to the child. No trace of the Heartstone there. Just gonna do a quick check-in. Must be here somewhere. Still standing, not ready to collapse. Or internal organs aren't spilling out. Did I check that pile of leaves? Or yeah, I've already checked those two piles of leaves. I have a third one over there. Third time is normally the charm. Back over to the kid. Did you have any luck? I believe I found it. It's beautiful! This has to be it! You know, Thancred always said you were a woman of many talents, and I think I'm beginning to understand what he meant. I have much to learn if I'm to be even half the hero you are. The hero she was. I'm sorry, forget I said anything. Don't be another Renry. Don't be another the Source's Minfilia. Just be you. We should hurry back to Slitherbow. Runar and the others are probably worried. Oh, Ghosty's up. Yes? You need out? You want out? Mommy's coming. Mommy's coming. My baby. Go on. Oh, I just now noticed Thancred. Thancred! Well, out with it then. Thancred, I can explain. Oh, you best not be giving her shit. Thank goodness you're safe. I'd begun to fear the worst. Look what we found. Why, all that is dark, you found it. We can proceed with her service as planned. These blessed gems serve not only to protect us in life, but to guide our spirits onto the sunless sea and the hereafter. Even should we be felled by the Sin Eater, so long as these gems are recovered, our souls are ensured peace in the dark. Words fail to express my gratitude for this kindness you have done for the blessed. I must insist that you and your friends attend Talia's service as honored guests. There's still much we must do to prepare, but please go inform the others who will be held in the darker. When you arrive, there should be an attendant present to explain the proceedings. Really, I learned so much about the Knights Blessed while you were away, and we helped them recover a lost heirloom out in the woods. I know I wasn't supposed to leave, but they really needed our help, and they're Sin Eaters, and... As long as she accompanied you, but do try to be more careful. Your injuries could have been a lot worse. How did you... Let's just say a little bird told me. And it's telling me now that Renry has business with us. It's kind of hard not to notice the tall rabbit woman. Is something the matter? Nope, just that we've been invited as honored guests to the funeral service. They've asked us to attend the service? Of course we'll go. It's being held in the darker, is it? We'll take care not to be late, I promise. Between your earlier excursion and my patrol of the area for 10 years, hopefully you stole the Nuriange will be able to finish the work in peace. I want to make good progress, but I also know I am so very, very behind on so much shit. The elderly woman hands you a candle. She then points over at a nearby corner where you might place it. Alright, funeral time! Please let this be voiced. Please. Give my throat a break. I'm about ready to start drafting folks for voice acting again.
It seemed only right that we show our faces. May we join you?
Let us begin. I thank you all for coming to pay respects to our fallen daughter of the night. In the light, she was known as Todia, but in the dark, we shall remember her always as Menine. Let us each take a moment to offer her our prayers. We entrust her now to the night's sweet embrace. In darkness will she be free from pain and suffering, now and forevermore. May her soul find peace in the sunless sea of heaven, and in the love we bear for her in our hearts.
That vessel represents the night sky, the sunless sea of heaven.
We call upon you now, O bringer of shadow, to lead this gentle soul unto the sea. We call upon you, O warrior of darkness, to deliver her unto paradise everlasting.
I am told you assisted in the preparations for the service. On behalf of the Blessed, you have my sincerest thanks.
Hey. Of course I helped out. Why
The
wouldn't
enduring legend of the Warrior of Darkness owes much to the traditions of these people. And none were more ardent in their faith than Todia. She would have been greatly moved by your presence.
You know I don't deserve such reverence.
You might not deliver her to the heavens, but if you could deliver the night sky to her people, the real night sky, it would be the next best thing. Their prayers would finally be answered. They could gaze up at the firmament and see their ancestors in every twinkle of the stars. We cannot allow their hopes and dreams to drown in the light. We have to bring back the dark. If we don't, who will? Forgive me, thinking of all those we have lost.
No, it's all right. We will bring back the dark.
Mayhaps sooner than later, in fact.
Oh? Do you know where the damn Light Warden is?
Urianger and I finished deciphering the tablet, and its contents were most illuminating. Let us reconvene in my chambers. We have much to discuss.
May we perhaps get to the next dungeon or trial in this stream? Or at least make progress towards it? What are they up to? What are they up to over there? Good, you're here. Thanks to the Exarch's gift, our next course of action is now clear. Woo, glove. Hold on. We gotta do this song and dance. We gotta do this rigmarole. Trosseraptor arm guards appealing. Ooh. Ah, shit, wrong. I didn't switch back. Oh well. Let me begin by first explaining the origins of this tablet. I initially believed it might detail the history of the Church of the First Light. Much to my surprise, it dates back to the end of the Ronkan Empire and was likely written under the direction of the reigning ruler. It was a time of strife and unceasing war with neighboring nations. With each passing day, they yielded more and more territory to their enemies. And there's desperation, petitions for aid were sent out to their allies. This was one such petition. And you think this ancient petition will somehow get us into Yex Maja? Indeed we do. No, not the door! Fresh to this tablet is a method by which one may prove themselves an ally of the Ronkan Empire. Provided we are able to decipher said instructions, we may entreat the ruin's protectors to grant us safe passage. The problem, however, is I presently lack the resources to decipher them in their entirety. We have but one recourse. There exists a stone monument inscribed with ancient Ronkan text translations into a more modern dialect which came into use after the fall of the Empire. I'm confident it will suit our purposes. Where can we find this monument? Here in Sitia, quite close to Slitherbow, in fact. The good news ends there, however, for it is in possession of a rather radical faction of dark worshippers, children of the everlasting dark. If I am to study the monument, I must infiltrate their encampment. I have no intention of taking longer than absolutely necessary, but I will nevertheless require time to transcribe the text I need. Should I not have enough, I am afraid I must ask you and Thancred to assist me. And before you even ask, the answer is no. We are to remain unseen, our group must be as small as possible. Alright, I'll stay here until you return. It won't be long. If anything should happen, you keep her safe. Congratulations, kid. You have multiple dads and multiple moms. Then let's convene outside, to the west of Slitherbow where the pit. Ah, damn it. Now I'm free to stalk. What do you mean? Anyways, Tiny Minphilia, you now have multiple parents, including 2 moms. You are going to be stuck. I'm afraid you are at risk of being stuck in an endless loop of go ask your mother. Now I must get my door. Oh, blue is done. Yay! My door that my oldest son keeps opening. At least when he wants to come in, but never when he wants to go out. Had to go pet the boy real quick. Just check something real quick. Okay, yeah, we're still in the clear. Move. Move, I don't think they've realized yet. I shall not make the stalking easy. Lahi. The encampment we seek is to the north, but it would be foolish to simply rush in. The god has been posted at Cleric to keep watch over the children. Perhaps he has aught to share the recent activity. But we must tread carefully. There's a chance we may encounter them along the way. Stay close and stay alert. I would avoid a confrontation if possible. They rejoice in dealing death to others, claiming that in doing so they cleanse their victims of sin and usher them onto the sunless sea. I'd rather not sully my hands defending myself against such madmen. Whee! Ah, there it is. Right there. Uh-oh. I've been found! I've been spotted! Do not interfere in our work. I'm interfering! What is he doing? Why is he pulling out the umbrella? Are the blessed dark. Thank goodness you are unharmed. We would have arrived sooner, but we too had a rather unwelcome visit from the children. Acquainted with Master Matoya, then. My apologies. Children have been acting strange of late, so I thought to take a closer look. I was careless. Strange. What have you seen? At first seemed to be nothing out of the ordinary, the usual gathering of ingredients for poisons from flora and fauna. I took notice of their venomous spiders. They've been breeding them in much greater numbers. It's as if they're preparing for something. Any ideas as to what? Could be anything, really. If it meant the end of the Blessed, nothing would be too cruel or violent for them. But perhaps we can use their present preoccupation with spiders to our advantage. If we were to introduce a threat to the nests where they keep them, the children would be compelled to save them. Bees, for example, are natural predator spiders. Huh? Set them loose on the nest and we would have an opportunity to sneak into their encampment. What a mischievous plan. I like it. With a bit of smoke, we should be able to subdue a few colonies long enough to secure their hives. Have anything else we might be able to use? We should have smoke bombs at the outpost just over there. Then it's settled. Grab a few smoke bombs from the outpost and search about for beehives. I imagine bees will take too kindly to your visit, but once they're knocked out, take the beehives and bring them back here. Two will suffice, I should think. Meat bees. Y'all have meat bees. Ah! What is happening? Help! 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 Oh, Chatty's gonna fucking die. Oh, Chatty's got- wait, what level is he? Oh god, Chatty's gonna die. Okay. He at least reached level 51. Still, they have meat bees in this forest. Why do they have meat bees? Right, yes, bees that... carnivorous bees do exist. So typically they go after carrion and not really actively prey on things. So the idea that around here they are they're actively preying on spiders and shit like that is a little weird. Ah, I see their power level in the chatty. Good. Hi, Vipper. I will take a drink. I'll take a drink in a moment. Chatty was about to fucking die. Right, take a drink. And I have a ghosty in here. Yeah, everything wants to kill you, Chatty, because you're level 50 in a level 74 area. You are a snack. You came in smelling like a Wagyu steak. I also now finally get the Lahi. The whole Lahi bit, I finally get it. Oh god, is he dying again? Is he dying again? I looked away to do MSQ. Are they okay, good, he's not dying. What the hell? What'd you do to me? Chatty, again, you came in here smelling like a Wagyu A5 steak. That's what you essentially smell like to these things. Why? God returned to Slither, but not before offering his thanks. As for the beehives, Thancred and I were successful in acquiring what we need. How did you fare? I've got the meat bees! Alright. This is more than enough. The children are certain to be displeased. Let us hurry before the bees begin to stir. You just want some levels. Then you cast sleep first, then you throw the Fifi at them. Children's Settlement is to the west, a place they call Woven Oak. According to the guard, there's an airway apart from the entrance which leads to the spider's nest. If the fates are kind, the way will be clear. Exactly, that's how I managed to power Blue Mage for a while. If the fates are kind, the way will be clear. Fifi, do you want Chatty to do? Is there any Aether currents near here? Nope. It's back there. Get it later. I just want to make good progress. Oh wait, there's a path. That's probably what I'm supposed to be taking, isn't it? Or not? Maybe? Maybe not. I don't know. Look at the map. No, we should be fine. Should be fine off-roading. Oh, an ad break happening. Whee! I will do the traveling, but I will say like any extra gameplay and talking until after ad break is done. I swear if they call the fucking scorpion a spider. Ah! When'd you get here? Yes, I see you have that. Help me. Is the ad break done yet? Stop that. Ad break's done, I can continue on. Up there's the airway. Do you see it? Bit far, perhaps, but we should be able to toss the bag through. But we should probably loosen the ropes, keeping it closed. And not that it falls open when it lands inside. May I do the honors? Bees. Bees. That should do it. Now we wait. What is that? Bees! By the abyss, they're everywhere! Help! Someone help! We have to save the spiders! Sounds like our plan is working! Not the bees! Still, it's quite likely not all were drawn away from their posts. We should come to blows with the children. I'll see to it any signs of struggle are concealed. Failing that, I'll create distraction by each stolen more time. Should anyone get past me, it falls to you to guard her. Your consent is appreciated, but I sincerely doubt it'll come to that. It always comes to that. Want to get the feeling you enjoy the idea of my loafing about bored in the shadows? Oh, now, Thancred, the shadows are a fitting place for a warrior of darkness. Now, if both are ready. Not just any bees, meat bees, apparently. Ah! Oh, bless you, Ghosty! There was a little kitty sneeze behind me. Excuse me, coming through. Chatty, if you're still Blue Mage, you're gonna fucking die. There is so many there. Whee! Okay, the Lahi is starting to overstay its welcome. Font of Seeing suggests this is a chamber for prayer. At the very least, they would not place this near potential distractions from their worship. Perhaps the monument is further in. Make myself comfy? Yes, this is it. I'll be but a moment. Keep watch of the entryway. Once I get that, would you mind examining the murals on these walls while I look over this? At a glance, I could tell they are old, pertaining to the founding and the blessing of the children, in fact. When I'd like to come here a second time, 'twould behoove us to learn all we can. The Lahi is really starting to overstay its welcome. Huh. The mural appears to be ancient. A warrior in the middle stands surrounded by what appears to be a creature's shadow. Other figures surround the warrior, rejoicing in their victory. The mural appears to be very old. A ruler sits atop a throne attended by their subjects. The mural appears to be fairly old. A knight shields himself and their comrades from encroaching darkness. Such a figure is considerably faded.
These paintings, they seem familiar. Depictions of heroes throughout history. The Age of Gods, the Empire of Ronka, and this. There was a man, a researcher who pored over these pieces. He offered us work when we needed it. Slaying beasts, delivering provisions. A funny old bugger he was. But he had a good heart. He believed this first painting dated back to a time of myth and legends. a tribute to the heroes of a long-forgotten era. The story went that it was rediscovered by an explorer from Ronka, who was so struck by its majesty that a second painting was commissioned, commemorating the heroes of their day. "One day you'll all be here too," he said. "Heroes immortalized forever. Maybe I'll paint you myself." I had a good laugh at that. We were only trying to make our way after all. Being heroes couldn't have been further from our minds. But it seems he actually went and did it. Before or after the flood, I wonder. Rather faded, isn't it, compared to the others? Or did someone try to scrape it off the wall? Well, maybe the man himself once he came to his senses. Do you suppose your deeds will warrant an addition to this collection? Or some other kind of monument?
There you are. I have everything I need. Let us quit this place. Is something the matter? We should go. The others are waiting.
I believe I now have everything needed to finish deciphering the tablet. Tell me, Renry, did the murals appear to be of any significance? Quite a bit. Depictions of heroes from the Age of Gods, the Ronkan Empire, and immediately before the flood. Very astute observations. In another lifetime, you could be a curator of antiquities. Though it has no bearing on the task at hand, perhaps that knowledge may prove to us of use in the future. Yes, in the future, not now. Alright. Okay, I got like 8 minutes before I stop this, so let's see how much progress we can make in 8 minutes. Let us hurry to Slitherbow. The others are waiting. After we return, the two of you should rest a while. No doubt Runa will be eager to have you sample his cooking. As soon as I discover anything of importance, you'll be the first to know. Whee! What is Hero doing in Elpis? Hello? We're back! Hey, kiddo. Welcome back, Renry. Now that you're here, there's something I want to ask you. Rihashi told me that Thank was something of a rogue in the past. As a wolf among sheep, he said? What do you mean by that? Do you know? Thancred, I have the opportunity to do the funniest shit ever. I don't think you realize that. Nolan Shea said to been feeling his wounds, but it appears Guthrur's nature has gotten the better of him. Henry, the guard told me you left Master Matoya to woven oath. No sooner do you return that she locks herself away in her chambers without so much as a word. She knows how I worry when she leaves without telling me. But she is safe, and that is all that matters. You must be hungry after such a journey. Why not have a seat by the fire? The stew will soon be ready. Alright. Just make myself comfy. Or just stand here. You know what? Forced noises are a good thing.
Strange.
What do you mean, strange?
The others on patrol should have returned by now. Our food will be overcooked if we wait any longer. We will just have to start without them. Would you call Master Matoya and the others?
Oh, great. Shit's about to go wrong, isn't it?
I tire of these games, Urianger. Why do you pretend you cannot see it?
Oh boy.
The blessing may spare her the fate of becoming a Light Warden. But you cannot be blind to the nascent corruption. She is not as she was in the Source. Though I have no proof, I fear that the light which poured forth from the Wardens was not negated at all. I fear it was absorbed, that she has been suffused with their light.
Though I have given thought to this possibility, I dare not speak until more is known.
By the time you deign to enlighten us, it may be too late, if it is not already. Urianger, I know full well, after all these years, that you have only the best of intentions. But that does not make it any easier to put my faith in a man so infatuated with secrecy. I have had my suspicions ever since the Exarch bade you speak that day. But now I must ask. The 8th Umbral Calamity and all that followed. Everything you claim to have seen. Did you?
Help! Someone help!
Oh, of course shit went wrong.
To come for us! We're under attack!
Of course shit went wrong. Meanwhile, in Yulmore.
Lord Vorthry, how good it is to see you. How long has it been? Not since your inauguration, unless I'm mistaken. Too long, at any rate. May I say, how humbled I am to be invited not only into your city, but your home. You are as generous as ever.
And you as disingenuous. Let us dispense with the pleasantries. This merry band of dissidents people are calling warriors of darkness, they have slain sin-eaters and by all accounts, the Crystarium is complicit in their villainy. And now I hear reports of your people obstructing my soldiers. So I must ask, what exactly do you think you are doing?
I might ask you the same thing. It should be clear, even to you, that defeating the Light Wardens represents the world's only hope of survival. Even now, the people of Lakeland and Ilmeg rejoice in the return of night. For 100 years, they yearned for a means to fight back against the Sin Eaters, and at last they have found one. Yet you choose to stand idly by and do nothing. Why?
Why? Because this hope you cling to is nothing more than a fever dream, an exercise in futility. Even should you slay the Sin Eaters, the world as we know it is beyond salvation. With what little land and resources remain, the people would be free only to starve.
Saying that while he's surrounded by all the
They would
fucking
turn
food
to
possible.
violence, then to war, and ultimately usher themselves unto oblivion. They require a firm hand to shepherd them from the edge. The hand of a king.
It means
Nay,
no!
a
When
god.
did you even get in here?
I will see their dreams fulfilled, their wishes granted. I will give them peace, order, and they shall never want for bliss. Men are fickle creatures who entertain vague ideals without the faintest notion what they cost. But a little fear can go a long way towards helping them realize what it is they truly need. Sanctuary. And they shall find none in this world save that which I afford them. That is why the Sin Eaters exist. To unite the world under my dominion.
A paradise fit to grace the 8th Umbral era.
What was that?
A minor epiphany, nothing more. You have always held sway over those around you. Those who defy you must submit or die. What sits before me is the inevitable result of bloated privilege and unchecked power. But man is more resilient than you think. His achievements are not the product of violence and bloodshed, but compassion and understanding. This calamity is but another crisis to be overcome, and we will, once we eliminate the Sin Eaters.
You poor deluded fool. These people care not for the morrow. They care only for the now, and the contentment they lack. What good is a paradise to them if it is 1,000 years in the making, or even 100?
You underestimate them, Lord Forthry. They see further than you think. I have beheld it in the blood and sweat and tears of those who would sacrifice everything for a future they may never know, that their children may never know. I have beheld it in the hopes and dreams of those who came before, which we bequeath to those who come after, that they might in turn build upon the foundations laid by our forebears. These are the bonds which hold man and his world together, not your gilded chains, and I will resist your every effort to shackle him.
In summary, you will continue to support the villains hunting my Sin Eaters?
With tremendous enthusiasm, for I have faith in the future they would build.
Why do I even bother? Fools, the lot of you! So naive! So painfully predictable! Did you imagine I did not know your mind? That I would wait until after this meeting to dispatch my forces? Even as we speak, they march to the Sin Eater's defense. Insurrection will not be tolerated!
Uh-huh.
The people of this world are mine to rule, mine to command. And you are no exception! What? How did he... Insolent swine!
Oh, there we go. Another temper tantrum from the giant fucking baby.
Do you hear me?
You speak for the Knights Blessed?
I do. I presume that is your doing. If you've come to parley, I must insist that you first return him to us.
You're in no position to make demands. By Lord Vorthry's decree, Raktika now falls under the governance of Yulmore. You will henceforth answer to us.
Is that so? And the children of the Everlasting Dark have acquiesced to this madness?
We have reached an accord, yes. Too many times have the Knights Blessed shunned Yulmore's overtures of friendship. The risk that you harbor hostile intentions has grown too great to ignore. Therefore, his lordship has claimed dominion over this forest and bestowed executive authority upon the children of the Everlasting Dark.
In his wisdom, Lord Vorthry has agreed to recognize ours as the only permissible expression of dark worship. It's one true faith. You and your false creed are a blight on these woods. A foul, unholy corruption that must be cleansed. Little wonder the Warrior of Darkness visits both Lakeland and Ilmeg, yet shuns Raktika. Your perverted teachings hold blessed shadow at bay.
You have accepted the yoke of Yulmore to spite us, then? Fools. Darkness will never return to these skies while they hold sway.
Those of you minded to obey his lordship are to make for Woven Oath with all haste. We will leave you, that you may have time to prepare.
Woven Oath? Are you suggesting we abandon our fate to join those zealots?
What has your faith afforded you thus far? Nothing! We will guide you along the righteous path.
And should we refuse?
Anyone found here upon our return will be considered a traitor to Yulmore, and dealt with as such.
We will discuss these developments after I have tended to our casualty.
Better fucking discuss them. Ah, shit! Like, where the hell's Bjorn? Don't take my bird! Right, well, sadly, that is where I'm going to have to end it off for today. For those did tune in, I do hope you enjoyed. I should be back again tomorrow afternoon. Whew. For the last day of week of Final Fantasy XIV, do hope to see y'all there if you can make it. You know the usual socials, link should be down below, along with all relevant social media, as well as start links to the Throne wishlist and the Ko-Fi you want to support in ways other than through Twitch. But as always, my name is Hats, and bye-bye.